Damian Lillard's not interested in a rebuild, and why would he? All right, this report's coming out tonight, and I don't think they're gonna try to rebuild. I think they're gonna try every solution, and I think Damian Lillard is gonna give him that opportunity this offseason to do it, and if he doesn't feel like it's enough, then he won't. But this came from a press conference, and Damian Lillard says he's not interested in a rebuild. Quote, "That's not what I'm interested in. That's what the frustrating part is. Talking about what's gonna happen next season and us building. That's not what I'm here to do, especially at this stage of my career," end quote. And he's not wrong. As much as I love Anthony Simons, I've talked about this on the NBA show. Link is in the description. We're live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're also on all streaming services where you get your podcasts, but we're not a podcast. We're an daily internet NBA radio show. And what I was saying is that they should look at the Warriors. I know everybody's been looking at the Warriors, but the blueprint is, as much as I love Anthony Simons, we can't, you know what the rule of insanity is? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. They tried CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, and it took them to a conference finals, and they didn't win a championship with that. As much as I love Simons, with that contract, he I think he would be perfect as the sixth man if you could get a better player. Like right now, if you package Shaedon Sharpe, as much as I love Shaedon Sharpe, Simons, and the lottery pick that they'll have, you maybe could get yourself someone like Mikal Bridges. I know Mikal Bridges might be a tall order, especially how well he's playing, but the thought right there, or OG Anunoby. I think Mikal Bridges is the player you'd rather go for than Anunoby. No offense to OG. But that's the thought process is you have assets on this team that on this team that are tradable, all right? And I think if they don't go out, especially around draft time, to start making moves like this offseason, Jeremy Grant says he wants to come back. They're going to bring back Cam Reddish and Matisse Thybulle. If not, Reddish is easier to move on, but I think both of them, they're going to want to keep both of those guys. They fit. But if you combine Josip Nurkic and Simons, that's $40 million. Now, if you go back to the guys that I mentioned, Anthony Simons, all right, and you do Shaedon Sharpe. As much as I love Shaedon Sharpe, if you're trying to win now, you don't need rookies. You don't need young guys, all right? And you combine that with the $6 million, that's $30 million, just Simons and Sharpe, all right? Now, if you have $30 to $40 million to play with, that means arguably you can go out, maybe get yourself a Paul George. I don't think Bradley Beal's getting traded, but if you wanted to, you can go out and get yourself a Bradley Beal. If for some reason Klay Thompson were going to get traded, you can go out and get him. Chris Middleton, same thing, all right? And he's a guy who's going to be in free agency, all right? And you keep Jeremy Grant. I mean, that's not a bad Chris Middleton, Jeremy Grant, and Damian Lillard. All right, that's not that bad. And then if you look even at the cheaper guys who are closer to 30 million, I think someone who's feasible of getting, maybe pry Kristaps Porzingis away from my Wizards. All right, and I think it's feasible. I mean, D'Angelo Russell, again, it's the small. I don't want the small guard. So it's possible to remedy this situation this offseason. I think the draft, they're gonna have to make a trade for somebody. A trade I think that they should do is hit up the Suns, be like, here's Josip Nurkic in the lottery pick this year for DeAndre Ayton. Now you got Lillard and Ayton, okay? Now you'd probably have to package like Joseph and maybe Naz and the pick to get the money to work. I mean, straight up the money would work if they do that, but maybe if they want to keep their options open. And I believe they'll have the bird rights of Jeremy Grant in unrestricted free agency, so they can pay him more than anybody else. So you could argue, hey, Jeremy Grant, wait to sign this contract. We'll go sign other people, and then we'll go over the cap for you. And then you move on from Keon Johnson. I mean, you could pick up Greg Brown's contract just to trade it. Trendon Watford, Jabari Walker, all right. And, I mean, I think Naz Little would be a good piece. I think the guys you need to keep is Naz Little, Matisse Thybulle, and Cam Reddish. I love Shaedon Sharpe, but if you're telling me Shaedon Sharpe's going to get you a superstar, as much as I love Shaedon Sharpe, I think you go out and you get yourself a superstar. That's my honest to God opinion right there. you got to go get yourself a superstar to pair next to Dame. And that's where I'm at. I want to hear you guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you guys in an agreement with me? I think it's an interesting situation. And yeah, I mean, Dame's at this MVP level that we ain't even talking about it. So it brings up this whole thing that, like, what is the right answer? I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea. So hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, guys. But peace out.